just about ready now for the start. And in the circumstances, a fair-sized crowd in the ground. So getting ready for the start. Steve Bucknor advises Zahir that he's ready, calls play, and here we go again. Bowling first ball. First ball of the match. Jayasuriya drags it back into his stumps. What a sensational start. The Sri Lankan captain is out to the first ball of the match, and Indian flags are waving in joy.
Certainly a huge blow for India. And there was Khan getting that ball to come back on Jayasuriya. Jayasuriya playing way in front of him, and that inside edge with that angular bat, seeing that off stump knocked off. And that's a big blow. Sanath Jayasuriya out for no score, not for one.
So Marvin Atupatu will effectively have to open the batting after all. Just dropped down to number 3 in the order from his usual opening position. Unusual feeling for Jayasuriya, but not unique. Nice shot, beautifully played off the legs. Away it goes for 4.
Just drifting onto Sangakkara's pads, and Sangakkara having no problem in dispatching that away. It's the right area, and he whips it away.
Square on the offside for 4.
Rather juicy half volley by Agarkar, not much pace in it, and just in the area that Marvin Atupatu revels and likes to hit. Just in the right spot, and he follows it through with that top hand in control. So the Sri Lankans being presented with an easy boundary here.
Well, that's a slow ball gone all wrong and swatted away to the cover boundary. Also no ball. Everything wrong there with Zahir's attempt to slow it up.
It's a virtual gift, the slow ball, certainly, as Tony did mention, going all wrong. But the one really has to have the presence of mind to put it away. And Sangakkara did well, waited on it and hit it over the infield, ensuring that he didn't hit it to any of the fielders.
And taken, good catch. Just waited to see whether it carried. In fact, it did. And a swooping catch by Dinesh Mongia, who had dropped one earlier. In fact, dropped Sangakkara with his first delivery off Zahir at the opposite end at second slip. Now swoops to take this one off Agarkar, and Atupatu is gone. So good catch by Dinesh Mongia, low down to his right. That's not his best side. He is a left-hander, but he held it expertly. And jubilation for the Indians as Sri Lanka in more trouble here. They're 24 for 2. When Aravinda de Silva strode to the wicket yesterday, he thought it was the last time he'd tried to the wicket for Sri Lanka on home soil. Of course, that had changed overnight with the rain. He strides to the wicket now to take the place of Atupatu with Sri Lanka in trouble.
Crashing drive off the front foot. That's typical de Silva, struck on the up.
We'll be looking for gaps, Aravinda de Silva, for sure. And that has brought a smile out there. Driving on the rise and finding the gap. Expertly played by an expert batsman.
That's a glorious shot. That's not all that short. But he's picked up the lens so quickly.
An excellent shot from Arvind De Silva. Stayed very still. And as Ravi Shastri was mentioning, picked up the length so quickly. Knew exactly where he had to put that one, away from that square leg fielder. And Ajit Agarkar.
Another one. He's picked up the slower delivery nicely. And the fourth boundary of the over for De Silva. It's coming back to that semi-final 0 for 2. He came out and played a magnificent innings. Got 66 in very quick time. Put Sri Lanka back on track. And he's looking to do exactly that in this innings.
Slow one. Not finding the right length once again. Ajit Agarkar struggling here.
This is magnificent batting. What a counter-attack. The floodgates have opened. 23 runs of the over. The 50 comes up for Sri Lanka. 51 for 2. Fine shot. That's a very good shot. And it was intentional. Another boundary to De Silva. Watch how he opens the face of the blade here to hit the ball into the gap.
Well, an extraordinary shot considering that it was played against the off-spinner Harbhajan Singh. Normally you associate this inside-out shot going towards cover, but he played it very square. A lot of wrist work involved into that drive. Anil Kumble was the fielder. Desperate effort.
That's put away in style. Good use of his feet. Took the ball on the full and he bangs it down the ground.
Yes, a lovely drive. Little trigger movement from Kumar Sangakkara indicating that he would come down the track and met the ball on the full and found the gap.
That's up in the air. A chance here for Kev. He's taken it. Kumble struck and a real promising innings from Arvind De Silva has come to an end. Just a rush of blood. And that's done the trick for the Indians.
And Arvind De Silva will be disappointed because he was going brilliantly well out there. Not a great deal of spin on that one, but a wrong shot selection. Could have easily played it a little straighter, but went right across the line of that one. Mohammad Kaif really had to wait for a long time for that ball to lob into his safe hands. Gone, Arvind De Silva for 27, 63 for 3 Sri Lanka.
3 for 3, Mahela Jayawardena comes out to the middle. 118 matches. He's got 600s. But he'd like to improve that average of his. He's a much better player than that average suggests. So Anil Kumble proving his worth. Getting the wicket of De Silva. His 299th in one-day internationals.
Oh, trouble here, awful trouble. Simple run out. Jayawardena has had an absolute nightmare there. He's called Sangakkara through for a single. Sangakkara is set off. And then as Sangakkara gets probably more than halfway down, Jayawardena says no. I can't think what Jayawardena was up to here.
He sets off immediately, so does Sangakkara. Responded to his batsman, to his partner's call, and then got sent back. Now that deserves a dark look, and he gave Jayawardena one. And if they had have set off straight away, I'm fairly sure there was a single in it. But when you get called, yes, 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 and you get halfway, no, followed by sorry. Sri Lanka 71 for 4.
Russell Arnold's the new batsman at the non-strikers end. More turn. Just a little bit of stop on that as well. There's Russell Arnold, another left-hander coming in to replace Sangakkara, who's been sacrificed really by Jayawardena in a schoolboy error.
no, bud, no!
No barge, no, says Raul Dravid. The arm ball, faster, flatter, and picked and flicked away by Arnold for 3. Didn't need to do that.
It's got that away. That'll reach the boundary. And it'll end the over 2. 93 for 4. Three of the over. It's 100 for 4.
This is a fine shot. Mahela Jayawardene can strike the ball very hard, and there was very simple. If you're willing to pick up the length early and play some sensible cricket, there are plenty of runs to be had on this track. Harbhajan Singh, just a little shot. Loosner coming back for his second spell. There was a lot of noise yesterday from the Indian supporters. They've thinned down because probably most of them have gone back to India.
Swept away, could beat the fielder at deep backward square leg, and does. Desperate dive. Had a long chase around from that position. Agarkar coming around. The desperate dive, just not being able to make the interception.
This was nicely played by Mahela Jayawardene. Once again, Harbhajan Singh bowling to a wrong line, and well, very committed out there in the boundary, Agarkar. But then sort of became very sluggish. Ball not really coming onto the bat, and spinners really doing the real damage. That's gone. It had to clear mid-on. Mohammad Kaf will not be able to stop it. Valiant effort. He always gives his 100% out there, Mohammad Kaf. So Mahela Jayawardene taking a little bit of chance here, but the shot was on because mid-on was up there in the circle, going with the spin. Although it didn't middle it, came down the track, but how easy it becomes when you try to use your feet and try to get to the pitch. I think the Sri Lankans need to do this more often in the rest of this innings. Very quick across the ground, Mohammad Kaf.
Been a feature of the Indian play. Their fielding, infield and outfield's been outstanding. It's added to the pressure.
So that's 50 for Mahela Jayawardene. He's concentrated hard in this innings.
He's not in great touch. It's been an innings of concentration rather than free-flowing strokes, but he's held his head. He knows he has to be there at the end if they want to get the score up around the 220, 230 mark.
That's a good over, just 2 runs off it. 40 gone, 152 for 4, Sri Lanka.
Well, the skipper doing a job perhaps the umpire should be doing. I think he's suggesting Russell Arnold may have been running on the wicket. Not too much to do with you, Saurav. And he's only succeeded in bringing the crowd into the game.
Well, some heated words being exchanged there between Sourav Ganguly and Russell Arnold. It has to do with running on the wicket. Ganguly knows Sri Lanka have got plenty of spinners. It started with the 2 players having some words exchanged, and the umpires got involved. And this is when it happened, straight down the centre. Ganguly having a chat, and umpire Shepherd getting in the middle. In the air, just put down. He got his hands to it, Tendulkar. Took a brilliant return catch yesterday, in fact, to dismiss Jayawardene. And on this occasion, it goes down. 155 for 4.
Nearly a repeat. It really has been Groundhog Day here, and this was almost an identical dismissal for yesterday. Only at that time, Tendulkar was full stretch away to his left. Excellent over though, just 3 off it, plus that drop catch, and there it is, full stretch to left, going a bit harder.
It's a good shot. Once again, 2 for Jayawardene. So the scoring rate just beginning to pick up.
Yes, and decided to go into the next gear. Running harder and using his feet. First time Jayawardene's used his feet. Really has played the spinners from the crease through this entire innings. I think that's been to his detriment. This time, out he gets and picks the gap.
Good stop. Kumble finishes his spell, 10 overs, 1 for 41, 163 for 4. Let's get the feeling Jayawardene has decided the time has come to go. Good start to the over. He adjusted well because it was a shorter delivery from Tendulkar.
Yes, perhaps Sachin saw him coming and dropped it short. He still played the penalty at that pace.
Again into the gap. This is turning out to be a good over. Just what Sri Lanka won. And a nice way to bring up the 100-run partnership.
And what Tendulkar does when he resorts to the leg cutter, he actually puts a bit of overspin, a bit of topspin on it, and that causes any ball slightly short to sit up. Sits up nicely, be put away. Now that's 2 pull shots in this over.
That's 4. Loose delivery. And he's latched onto it, Russell Arnold. He can be a dangerous player in the final overs.
Well, the skipper's not happy because he's got fine leg up inside the circle, and Zahir Khan, to me, he's obviously going for the Yorker, and it swings on him. It's too full. You can see fine leg was just up inside the circle, and Russell only gets one exactly where he likes it, full on his pads. He can move quite well either way, and he's got a good arm.
He goes for the big one and finds the gap. That's a good clean hit. Just clearing the boundary. Well, that's the feeling one got from the commentary box. And he got into good position, Mahela Jayawardene. Let's take another look. Just got the feeling, my initial reaction was that it just crossed the line. Yes, just hitting the rope. Just hitting the rope. So boundary will be signalled. They've signalled a 6 already. Just checking. And Buckner had signalled 6.
I'm not sure what signal that is. I know what signal that is. That's retracting my last signal, changes his mind and gives it 4. Well, sitting up here in the commentary box, I had a good look at that and I thought it was 6. And it's just bounced marginally inside the boundary. So they take 2 off that.
That's skied away and won't go very far. Straight to the captain Ganguly, and that's the end of Jayawardene. He's played very, very well. 77 he's made from 99 deliveries, and he's made amends for running his previous partner out.
Looked a tight shot from Mahela Jayawardene, making room, trying to get it over cover. Couldn't middle it. Saurav Ganguly taking it quite easily in the end. Gone for 77, very good innings. 189 for 5.
Upul Chandana comes in at number 7 for Sri Lanka, replacing Mahela Jayawardene. Strike rate's okay, a couple of 50s in his 102 matches. It's well bowled. Just been impressed by Zahir Khan through the summer in England and through this tournament. It's swirling away and out. Great catch from Kaif, running in from short third man and diving full length to get rid of Chandana, who was going for broke.
Well, this was beautifully read by Mohammad Kaif, not by Upul Chandana, the straighter one from Harbhajan Singh. The off spinner picking up his 3rd wicket. As it went in the air, Mohammad Kaif was looking to come and challenge that ball. Paused for a while before he dived. Got it completely under control. Fantastic fielding. Gone for 193 for 6, Sri Lanka.
Here comes Chaminda Vaas, 28 years of age now. 3 overs and 2 balls to go. Good strike rate again. That's what you need to look at for these lower end batsmen. Look at their strike rate, don't bother about the average. They don't have enough time to play innings. Chopped away for a single. And again, oh, that's unlucky for the bowler. And it's one of the vagaries of one-day cricket as an opening bowler. You do everything right, pitch the ball right up there in the block hole, inside edge, goes for 4.
That boundary also brings up the 200 of the Sri Lankan innings. A real bonus for Chaminda Vaas. Once again drawing away from the line of the ball to give him some room, inside edge. And netting him a boundary here.
Launched away over mid-wicket. That ball stood up to be hit and got the full treatment from Chaminda Vaas.
Some nice blows here. Chaminda Vaas has hit 2 boundaries. Virender Sehwag probably thinking that the batsman would come down the track, flat but short, and Chaminda Vaas has stayed in his crease over mid-wicket.
It's gone again, same area. This time Yuvraj gets around to do the fielding. This is what the crowd have waited for, the crowd that has built up steadily since the start. They're in full voice now.
And on their feet as well. They know that the charge is on. Chaminda Vaas, 14 of just 7 balls.
Misfield gives them 2.
Ajit Agarkar was the fielder, probably put under pressure by the crowd. Chaminda Vaas was only looking for 1. Making room and hitting the ball with the spin away over cover. Had to wait really for that spin and then got a bad bounce, Ajit Agarkar.
Some lusty hitting this by Chaminda Vaas. 4-2-2-1 off the last 4 balls. Single off the last ball of the over as well. It's a good over, 11 from it. The penultimate over, it's 2-1-4 for 6. Zahir Khan to bowl the last over. It's only going to be 1.
Umpire Shepherd there telling the batsman, if we keep on running, 5 runs can be deducted.
It's in the air. It's going to be caught, and is. Anil Kumble takes the catch, a simple one for him. It's the end of Chaminda Vaas for a very sprightly 17.
Yes, a very good little cameo. And Zair Khan has picked up his 3rd wicket. Going for a big one. Sliced the ball in the air. Anil Kumble had to wait for a long time to get underneath that. Held it very safely indeed. Gone for 17 of just 10 balls. 215 for 7.
One of Sri Lanka's favourite cricketing sons in now at number 9, Mattaya Muralitharan, at the non-striker's end. If he gets on strike, there'll be some swiping. One of the more energetic numbers 9, 10 or 11s, Murali. Russell Arnold's on strike though, 49 not out. Got his 50 now. Coming back for 2. Well, I think Dravid's missed the stumps there first time. He knows it as well. In every game that Dravid plays and keeps wicket, he makes an error. And sometime it's going to be so costly. But Arnold's gone through to a very well-made 50.
It couldn't have been a better return. Missed it completely. That you normally don't see. This is probably the first in cricket. Wasn't looking at the stumps, probably looking at the running of the batsman, looking at the batsman's bat.
Two balls left.
Sachin Tendulkar was the fielder. Lovely return. Incredible miss. There you see, thinking that it hit the stumps anyway, looking not at the stumps. Missed them.
Picked up over mid-wicket for 4. That is a good shot. The low full toss is never a desperately bad delivery at this stage of the innings, but Arnold has picked that up quite beautifully.
This is a very good innings from Russell Arnold. He has paced this innings really well. He had to really stay with Mahela Jayawardene to construct this innings, and now strong finish from the left-hander. Lovely swing of the bat, getting a boundary over mid-wicket. Has been tough going for Russell Arnold, normally more renowned for his lusty big hitting. Just 3 4s so far.
Last ball of the innings coming up. Low full toss again, and it's only a single. So Murali doesn't actually face a ball. And Sri Lanka finished their 50 overs on 222 for 7.
Sri Lanka 222 for 7, not the biggest target, but difficult conditions, and a well-crafted 77 from Mahela Jayawardene after Sanat Jasura failed. First ball trapped by Zair Khan, and Russell Arnold chipping in with a very nicely played 56. Runs from Chaminda Vaas as well, and these are the figures. Zair Khan, 9 overs, 3 for 44. What a spearhead he is for India. And Ajit Agarkar going a little expensively, 1 for 36 and 5. Anil Kumble back to his best, 1 for 41. Harbhajan, 1 for 34. So the two spinners, 20 overs with just 75 runs between them. Sachin Tendulkar, none for 36, and Virender Sehwag, none for 31 in his 8 overs.
25 overs a minimum for this innings to constitute a match. If the rain does come, and it comes and the match is abandoned before 25 overs, we have no match. that situation, there will be no replay of the final. This is it. And in fact, if the weather does intervene as it did last evening, before 25 overs can be complete, the trophy will be shared and the prize money as well, $300,000 to the winner. We'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that that does not eventuate and that we do have a full innings. 223 to win.
The lightning has been around the ground, as Tony is saying, and we can hear the thunder. The breeze still pushing the clouds away inland at the moment, so that's a good sign.
Of course, the difference here is that during daytime you can see how the weather is overhead. You can tell how close the rain is, and therefore you can adjust your scoring to suit. Now, in the darkness, there's no way of telling how near the clouds are, how threatening they are. So I suppose the Indians will just have to bat as normal. Although a couple of rolls of thunder in the background should be a clue that the weather is threatening at the moment. Cut away, and Sehwag starts with a boundary. Second delivery. Hasn't wasted much time.
Nothing unusual in this. Chops it into the ground and it goes over Gully's head. He does score a lot of early runs through there, uses the bounce of the new ball. And then they do make a slight adjustment to the field, bring the backward point right on the edge of the circle. So they're still thinking about it, and there's an injury down there too, I think.
Yeah, in fact, third man just holding top of the left groin, it looks like there, and that's Murugaran. Well, that's something that will worry the Sri Lankans. He's coming now to the gully position, the key off spinner, but he's not too happy with that muscle of his. Big cut shot from Sehwag.
Well, he had a chase, there's Murugaran on screen, the chase around the third man Barry, gave it up early and grabbed that groin. Now, he had that problem in England early in the series and missed some early games there, and that was certainly a left groin problem he had then. It could be a reoccurrence.
Usually it's a very happy face, it's a very expressive face, but there's a worry on it now. Good aggression, good bouncer.
Throughout this tournament, Sehwag has been tested by the short one. Plays it well defensively, drops the hand, so no danger of glove through to keeper or slip. Occasionally he will play the hook or the pull.
Just banging it in short. 6 without loss. Now there is a very worrying sight for Sri Lankan eyes. Murugaran, their strike bowler, their high-class off-spinner, having tweaked a groin muscle in the field in the second over of the innings, is leaving the field. In the air, comfortable catch, gone. So the experiment of using Dinesh Mongia as the opening batsman has failed. India lose their first wicket for 6. Chaminda Vaas strikes.
We're talking about the short stuff to Sehwag. Well, they've tried it with Mongia. Only got up about hip height, but he was slow on it, late getting there. And Chaminda strikes. Short ball, being the victor once again. He's very happy. They're all very happy. 6 for 1.
Now here's a change as well. Sachin Tendulkar comes at number 3. Saurav Ganguly was advertised in the position, but India using their finest batsman, highest run scorer in one-day internationals, playing his 300th one-day international tonight, and comes in with India 6 for 1, needing 223 to become the ICC trophy champions for 2002.
Well, they're playing their trump cards early. Ganguly has drifted down from 1, 2 or 3. Ball is the earliest we'll see him. And they've sent the main man out.
Very close indeed. Umpire Steve Bucknor has a close look and says not out. That is exceedingly close. No consultation. Not out on his own.
Well, we'll get another look here. Steve Bucknor doesn't have that advantage. It pitches on the stumps, and, well, tell you what, if I'm bowling, I'm extraordinarily disappointed. Is that missing off stump? No, that is out. And no wonder Chaminda is pleading, along with his teammates, that is out. Well, Steve Bucknor, you could have referred that one. I'm not sure why he's given that not out.
And look what happens to the next ball. It's deposited away down behind square leg. Now, how significant will that decision be come the end of the match? Indian flags are waving, but their hearts would have been in their mouths for this decision.
Well, my first thought is that missing off stump, and I can't see this missing off. And that's the next ball. That's missing leg. Not missing the rope, though. Well, we've talked about the consultation process in this tournament. Steve Bucknor was in doubt about whether it pitched. He should have asked. It certainly pitched in line. And, well, Chaminda and Sri Lanka hard done by there. He has to get his mind off that, though. That's past. The worst thing you can do after having a decision turned down is lose your focus. You certainly did with the next ball. Gave away a boundary. And get your mind back on the job.
Sri Lankans fired up here. End of the over from Chaminda. 10 for 1. Again, a clap of thunder adds to the drama here. And not far away from the stumps. Tremendous effort here from the Sri Lankans.
Sangakkara's got it right, just ducking back through the gate. Another one. A great seam from Fernando, but that obviously hit the seam and came back.
It was blowing the opposite way to the flags are going. The flags have basically died, and now the wind has turned round, which is exactly what happened last night. There's a precursor to the storm. Flicked away for 4. Beautiful shot. In control. Vas just fractionally offline.
So I think Chaminda was looking to try and put that little bit extra into that delivery, and as a result of it going astray, one needs to be very precise, particularly at this stage, as the Indians are in the lookout most times. It's neatly flicked away.
Difficult to tell these two apart at times. That flick from Sehwag identical to Tendulkar's. 27 for 1. More pace from Fernando. Yeah, 25 overs, though, is the key. If we don't get 25 overs bowled in this second innings, then it's no game. Oh, here comes the rain. What a shame. But if there is no result, I think the ICC need to look pretty closely and carefully at the way they've organised these rain days.
Yes, for the best situation, as you see the rain pelting down in the background, is to get in 25 overs. And India would probably, just with one wicket there, need 82 runs in that 25 overs. Sachin Tendulkar has been flashing and missing so often in this innings.
Play and a miss from Tendulkar. And that would have been the end of that. As it is, this rain could mean this ICC Champions Trophy competition could end in a bit of a damp squib.
It's really a shame after all those preliminary round games going through without a single delivery being affected.
Going to try and finish the over, I think. That's the word coming from the umpires. But the rain coming down as hard as it is, it gets very slippery out there very quickly. On a very hard surface. You can pick up the thunder. That's almost overhead now. And with thunder and lightning about, you've got to be wary of player safety as well. And David Shepherd, I think, wants to get off. This is, well, it's silly really, because it's not going to just stop raining in the next couple of minutes. It's only going to get heavier. They're off, I think. Well, Steve Buckner says it's easing off. If that was the case, the ground staff will be sitting down.
This is something that is strange. One really wonders whether the pitch itself might get affected. And there you are, that's what's happening in the background. Strange to say that would be easing off.
Bit of hesitation. The ball will start to get slippery. Fielders will start to stumble and fall, but they're carrying on. It's 28 for 1. Oh, that's brilliant. That's the shot of the tournament for me, let alone the shot of the day.
Oh, that's a great shot. That skimmed away on this slippery outfield. That's going like a bullet.
Tell me whether that's Sehwag or Tendulkar. I'll tell you it's Sehwag, but it could quite easily have been Tendulkar. That is brilliant. Up and over. 6. And Chaminda Vas is saying, I can't stand up and I can't hold the ball.
Well, that is understandable, and you could see that the players themselves, the batsmen, the fielders, all wanting to get away in a hurry. But that was a wonderful shot. It's never easy. It was short, wide. Chaminda Vas really couldn't have much control on that. But you could see the downpour really coming.
Sehwag took 4 off Vas before this, and then sliced and uppercut that away for 6 over backward point. Monstrous hit.
This really is something like Jayasuriya, right-handed. That's the type of shot that Jayasuriya usually plays, and here you are. This is Sehwag. That's bludgeoned away.
I suppose the good news at the moment is that when they went off yesterday, the rain absolutely hammered down. It flooded the ground in half an hour. At the moment, it is raining, but it is not too bad. Now, I dare say if we have half an hour of this, then there will be some more play later on in the evening. What we don't want is a downpour of the proportions that we had yesterday evening.
Of course, there was no result here tonight, so the trophy will be shared between Sri Lanka and India, and the spoils will be shared as well. Each side will receive a cheque for $150,000. The Champions Trophy shared between India and Sri Lanka.
Very disappointing that on the second day, this was the reserve day, remember, the rains put paid to any action, and India could only manage 38 for 1 from 8.4 overs. Dinesh Mongia, the man to go. Sehwag, 25 not out. And Vas and Fernando, the only bowlers used. Chaminda Vas picking up that 1 wicket. So very disappointing for everyone. That was the summary of the ICC Champions Trophy final. Sri Lanka, 222 for 7. India, 38 for 1. No result. And that was the end of the Champions Trophy.